Well, now we have to learn to live in a world without Gar.
What?
Yeah. Oh, well, Gar's not here for a little while because he's tired by anime.
What? He's tired by
He
anime?
has anime
Well, 'cause
burnout
we
or
did
something.
Anime, like our theme month.
It was
so
his
we-
idea.
I know.
Okay. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, we were talking about Digimon.
Oh yeah, Andromon's another one of my fucking favorites.
Yeah, they just announced a vital brace for America called the Vital Hero, and it's just raising way more questions than it answers.
Yeah. Anyway.
Cue the roll call?
I was about to say it!
We are live!
Loading.
Tempered Zeal! Bluecaster, Super Ichi!
Loud and impulsive. Greycaster. Lace.
Spark of Courage, the Power of Dreams. Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 390. It's episode Chimchar.
No, I don't fucking think so, cause it's motherfucking episode LeChonk,
Oh.
the best big boy we've
I
gotten.
just- Okay, that name is so clever because
Lechungus?
Yeah, fucking
No!
Ross made that. Ross made
because
that.
it has chonk, because I mean he's a chonk, but it's Lechon, like pork roast.
And
No,
we also
Malty,
have
that's-
Smoliv.
Malty, that's not his evolution. This is LeChonk's evolution.
I can't believe you made that reference. Have you even watched Demon Slayer?
I've watched the first episode.
Wow.
He's not even in the first episode.
I know, but I've heard the greatnest, which is Inosuke, and it's
I
kind of
only
the
know about-
motivation for me watching it.
I only know
Oh my
about
God,
him because they did a crossover with Grand Blue Fantasy.
I never thought about it, but honestly, I can see the similarities between Lane and Inosuke, and I mean that is a compliment. You both have the loud and hyper,
Yeah,
but
the thing is,
encouraging energy.
but Inosuke's actually handsome looking. I'm not.
You both run around without
Wait,
shirts.
what? How are you not handsome looking?
I don't know. Anyways,
Oh my-
also someone
Someone
made
did it.
Oh my
Inosuke
god.
LeChonk. I love it.
Yeah,
Anyways,
so a lot
yeah,
of
we got a lot of
a lot
Scarlet
of
and
shit
Violet
happened. A lot of
information.
shit happened this week. We got a new trailer for Pokemon Scarvi. We got a new trailer for Final Fantasy 16. A lot of shit happened this week. New Orville, new The Boys. It's a
Yeah, this is my favorite set of box legendaries of all time.
the Dragon Bikes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Miraidon.
Get it? Cause Ride On.
I'm
God,
getting
Dragon
Violet.
Bite.
Sorry, go ahead, Emily.
No, I think that pretty much everyone decided they were getting Violet after the trailer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people are simping hard for Professor MILF.
Also, by the time this episode comes out, like today, it's Saturday at noon.
1 p.m.
I will be
actually.
streaming because at 4 p.m. We'll be getting the Fortnite Collision event, which is the end of the current Fortnite season. So tune in. Twitch.tv/Robolane. It's gonna be awesome.
Why does that look like an Eggman robot?
It's not. It's the old Mecha Team leader robot from like Chapter 1, and the current good guys repurposed it.
Cool.
Yeah, we get to pilot it, so that's gonna be really cool.
Oh, neat. I know nothing about Fortnite except you don't have to build things anymore.
Well, yeah. Well, no, you can still build. You just can't. Like, there's now a no build mode. Oh yeah, so that's what the mech looks like now.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Power Rangers reference. It's really cool.
Because there's like Power Rangers costumes for
Yeah, I
the
just
new
got
event.
them.
Yeah.
I got them yesterday.
They're not
I did
strictly
see
Power
those.
Rangers. They're just Sentai-like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dimension Caster.
Yeah.
This is also not news, but I usually don't really buy much stuff. But I did get some Precure Gashapon with my allowance.
Aw.
Cool.
And wait, where's the? Where's the picture? Oh, here it is. And it was hard to figure out which one to get because they're all pretty expensive, and some of them have like 2 of the same thing. But I decided on this set, which has the watch,
A
2
blender.
of the mixer, glass, and little charms of the 3 fairies that are like clear and have little stars in them. I really like them.
Cool.
This is not entirely related, but also what will they get up to together?
God, I can't wait for the next Deltarune.
Oh, I don't know why, but lately in meme videos, they've been like in some videos I keep watching, they keep playing Lancer's battle theme, like that.
That's because it's amazing.
Yeah, no,
I
it's just,
actually-
like, listening to it all the time.
I showed it to my mom because she really likes Lancer. I tell you
love
guys what?
Lancer.
I think you did.
Did I tell you guys, like, and she knows nothing about Deltarune. Like, I left Lancer with a bag of chips so he could have a bag of chips. And Mom said, I think Lancer really liked the bag of chips. And I came down and the bag of chips was empty.
Nice.
And then she wanted to, I told her he had a theme song. And so I played it for her and she's like, yeah, this is funky. I like it. It's like old-timey music.
You should
I'll
play
always be-
both chapters of Deltarune with your mom.
I'll always be
I would love
proud.
to.
I'll always be proud that I gave Lancer a fucking like Brooklyn accent, and it worked so goddamn well.
Oh my gosh, I never thought of him with a Brooklyn accent.
I'm Lancer. Hey, Lancer.
Oh my-
I'm Lancing here.
Give him, like, Meowth's voice.
Well, yeah,
Pretty
he
much.
basically has Meowth's voice, and then I gave Raoul say this nice, soft British voice. It's
Lancer
very-
has big Meowth energy, let's admit.
He
Yeah.
does.
Lancer's a goat.
My friend Spectre told me that Lancer reminds her of me. And I guess I can kind of see it.
I honestly I think you would be closer to Ralsei.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Hat
think
and
it's.
everything.
Do I have a hat?
You could have a hat.
You wear a toque sometimes.
Yeah, she,
I mean-
her, they, cool hat.
I mean, I don't know if you consider this a spoiler, but in chapter 2, he doesn't have a hat.
Yeah, he takes his hat off.
So there you go.
Criminal. Absolutely criminal.
I was so offended, I immediately looked up a mod that puts the hat back on him.
That's not fair. You can't force him to put his hat back on.
Oh, watch him. He will. He did.
But it's so cool!
It is so cool.
Anyways, we've gone off topic long enough.
Yeah, I'm
we're-
sorry. This
we
got
are-
really.
We're one human and 2 monsters.
I
who
was
get
about
together
to say,
every-
we're one human, one monster, and one prince from the dark world who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider Super Sentai and a third thing.
Can I be Susie?
I mean, Vegas says I'm Susie.
Oh.
Would have thought you two were Chris, but I don't know who the other 2 would be.
I mean, I don't want to dox myself, but my name is Chris.
But it doesn't have a A.
So, yeah.
I hated that when like you could put your name in and it's like, no, you're Chris. I'm like, fuck.
I'm so confident that the character you created at the start will come back in some capacity.
Yeah,
they
some
have
people
to
are
do
saying
it.
it's gonna be the final boss.
That would be amazing.
Also, this is so silly, but before we get back to normal topic, there's also this great cutoff headline.
With an appetite for
Oh,
books.
so 7, interesting story. When I met Ichi for the first time, like years ago in high school, he introduced himself as like Ashita, and so I didn't want to ask what his actual name was because I thought it was rude. And then I went over to his house one time for the first time, and his mom like yelled his name downstairs from upstairs, and I was like, oh, that's his name. Well, I'm just gonna keep calling him Ashita.
Yeah, people have to earn to know what
Like-
my true name is.
Well, like, no, I'm his best friend. He literally cringes if I call him by his actual name.
Anyone
don't
but my
do it.
family who calls me by my actual name just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, so like, especially me of all people.
And it feels every now and then I process the fact that, like, yes, I am in fact one of those people who identifies by not their actual name, and I just think about that and I go, huh.
Yeah, I mean, my Lane's my middle name.
Yeah, it's your middle
technically.
name.
My actual name's Donald. So-
I actually really love my middle name too, Alexander, which
Well,
is
I like
also my
middle name
favorite.
William.
It's also my favorite Final Fantasy summon.
I like my middle name William.
All right, enough revealing our secret identities to the world.
Oh, I
Yeah.
guess I should also say my middle name because everyone's saying theirs.
Sure.
You don't
It's
have
Rose.
to. Sorry, you cut off.
My middle name is Rose.
Rose? Oh, that's lovely.
Nice. All right. Well, this week we're going to be talking about.
I guess.
This week
I don't know.
We're going to be talking about Revice episode 37, Donbrothers episode 13, and our feature topic is the Kamen Rider Revice Hyper Battle video.
Can I just say Donbrothers? Can I just say Donbrothers was like, especially like with the scene that like you know what I'm talking about, was so heartbreaking.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Oh.
But before that, we have news mode.
News mode.
So of course Sorry?
I'm sorry we got so off topic.
That's okay.
No, that's fine. That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
It's why people love us. We talk about random shit. So of course, as is tradition, the day after we record, a bunch of fucking shit got announced. First off, we got the reveal of Revice's final form, Ultimate Revice.
Ooh,
Thank you, Toei! We finally have a cool final form in the Reiwa era!
It is fucking badass.
They have two mouths. Why do they have two mouths? But yeah, those are cool. Like, whoa.
I will say that
really
while the teeth all over the designs are a little creepy, especially the like smiling shoulders are like kind of creepy, that gets drowned out by how much I love how absolutely vibrant and colorful the suits are.
Like they're gonna be like, they look like 90s knee pads.
Yeah, and I love the shape of the shoulders. I really like the silhouette they cast. It's really appealing shape,
and they go together really well.
And
the helmets.
Vice has his tail.
Yeah, Vice has not all the time, and not in every shot, but in some shots he has like a big tail out. I think that's when they do the remix. Or no, the remix is when they turned Vice into a fucking soccer ball.
You SWAT guy.
And I'm like, oh good, it's Kamen Rider Kamuro again. But I think my favorite part about these suits, my favorite part about these suits is that the helmets, the like horns on them, make them look like fucking Arkham Knight.
Yeah, no, these designs are just so fucking clean.
Yeah, really good colors, really good shapes, really good designs.
Because like, as awesome an ability as Thunder Gale Revice is, I was just like, I don't like this form. It's my least favorite of all of his forms he's gotten. I really hope the final form fucking kicks it out of the park.
Yeah, there's a shot of Vice with the tail.
Yeah.
He looks like a dragon.
He does turn him into a soccer ball. I was wondering what that was about.
Yeah.
What is he turn him into a soccer ball? Is that George's fault?
Because Iki is a soccer player.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! But that doesn't explain why he turned his demon into the ball.
Because George is a shit poster, as we see in the Hyper Battle special.
Was it George's fault?
I mean, he's the one designing it, as we see in this episode. But yeah, really, really good designs. I'm so glad the Reiwa era finally has a cool final form, because 02 didn't quite do it for me. Cross Saber, really uninspired.
No, I keep saying, fucking realizing Hopper's his true final form.
No!
Yes, it is, and I fucking hate it.
No! I don't count that as final form!
Because 02's Izu's form now.
Fuck that!
Well, tell that to Toei. Realizing Hopper is his true final form, and it pisses me off.
No, it's super base form. There's a difference. Saber had the same thing when he did Wonder Almighty.
Don't fuck the robot, Ichi.
Which one?
Moving on. So, on a related note, we also got the images for the stamp that they use, the Giffard Rex Vice stamp.
Giffard.
It's Giffard. I don't know how they're gonna pronounce it, but yeah, it's definitely not Gifford. But yeah, this is like, it's two stamps in one, because like it looks like the T-Rex head, and then it separates into the top of the head for Revi and the bottom jaw for Vice. And apparently they actually combined back together to do the remix at one point.
Oh, that is. I'm sorry, but Gifford the Big Red Demon.
I just want to call him Lord Jeff.
Oh, it would be the big red god, wouldn't it? That would work because it's dog backwards.
I am Gifford, the big red god.
Oh my god.
Is Gif is GIF short for Gifford?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
what we're learning here?
Kathy Regis and Kathy Lee Gifford. That's an old time reference. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Jesus. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. That's funny.
But yeah, it looks like this thing's gonna have like this colored line bar on the front of each half of it that will light up as it does things, which is gonna be cool.
Yeah, this thing looks pretty badass, man.
I'm like considering it, honestly. I want to see videos of this thing in use.
I'm considering it too.
It is actually 2 separate stamps. It's pretty cool.
Huh. Yeah.
It looks like a flip phone, kind of, but I wonder what it's actually meant to look like.
I don't know. I think it's just 2 stamps in one.
I like it, though.
Yeah. So
Is it like one of those stamps that people use at like libraries where they can switch the stamp around? Is that what it is?
could be.
Maybe.
That have like 2 heads on them, or
Yeah.
whatever you call the form of a stamp. It might be that.
Emily, good for you. You're so observant.
No, I don't know. I just
I know
like,
stamps.
actually no, not really.
So now I'm wondering when Revi and Vice use this. So clearly, what's going to happen is Vice is going to get his own driver because we saw in the screenshot that both of them have their own Revice driver. So they're going to each use their half of the Gifford Rex Vice stamp at the same time. So does that mean that in order to get maximum playability out of this toy version, you need to have 2 Revice drivers?
Oh, you're fucking right. God damn it.
Like, is it going to be a Kachidoki Kiwami situation where each half plays half of the form chime and it goes back and forth?
Oh, I hope not.
We've seen from the translations that they each have different chimes when using the belt, but I don't know if it's a situation where they want to encourage you using them both at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like, yeah, henshin with a friend!
Wait, what's that about?
would be
What's that
cool.
picture about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, to get the Giffard Rex Vice stamp, 5720 yen, June 25th release.
Alright.
Oh, is that them fighting over who's going to use the stamp, and then they break it in half, and then they realize, oh, we can both use it!
Oh my god!
I want to be the final form!
Well, probably George didn't even fucking tell them.
That sounds like a thing George would do.
He just goes, hey, 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 hey!
Alright. Next, on the Donbrothers side of big reveals, we got the announcement of our 6th Ranger. And it looks like we got a Lupin X Patron X situation again because it's 2 power sets in one.
I just love that apparently the reason this guy's fucking thing is because, like, if I've watched the episode this week correctly, Taro fucking dies.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that later, but
It's temporarily, I assume.
we have our temporary substitute is... So he's got 2 different forms. One is golden red, and it's called Don Dora Goku, and it's clearly based off a Chinese dragon. And then we have Don Toravolt, which is a silver tiger. So
I like the silver form more.
yeah, I think the idea is that Dora Goku's based on Dragon Ranger, aka the Green Ranger, and Toravolt is based on Kiba Ranger, the White Ranger.
I can see it.
But my question then is, why is Dora Goku red instead of green?
Well, like I said, he takes over as like the temporary leader, so maybe he's like,
Maybe it's just so they don't not have a red?
Yeah.
Could be.
Also, why does the silver
I think
ranger
they
have
need one.
Why does he have a fucking Taja spinner?
Yeah, so he's got 2 weapons, possibly 2 different changers. I'm not sure. So the one that we know is a changer is this spear, and it's called the Ryutora Nojo. And it's this gold spear that clearly favors the dragon form, but it also switches into the axe mode for Toravolt. And it's got like light up emblems for the dragon spitting fire or the tiger when it's in axe mode. And that's that's pretty cool.
And I think they advertised it that like the spear is like a bit longer than like normal weapon changers would be.
Yeah,
so it's going to be like decently big.
The spear mode is 560 millimeters, which is pretty long for a Toku toy.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then we also have the Taiguardra, which is like a gong shield type thing that clearly favors the tiger design. And yeah, it looks like a knockoff of the Taja spinner. It also, apparently this is what he uses to transform into different Legend Sentai. And from the promo image, we can see that they've cleverly, they have a Megazord gear in the back on the top here of this one image, but they've like put a lens flare over it so you can't actually see what it is. So that's probably going to be his Megazord. And we also got the reveal of his alter form. So just like how Don Momotaro has the alter, Dora Goku alter is this little green and yellow guy who has like a human mode, like a robo mode, and a dragon mode.
Nice. I'm sorry, that was weird.
No, that's okay. And apparently it also combines with the rest of the alter line. We can see it combined with the Ninja one.
Ninja.
Yeah. And of course the gears all work together and blah blah blah. They're all being released. Yeah. And looks like they come with gears for Kirame Silver, Two Kaiser, Gokai Silver, Dragon Ranger, Kiba Ranger, etc. So yeah, this guy's gonna be focused on like the 6th Rangers.
As he would.
Yeah. So yeah, this is gonna be our new leader, I guess, for the foreseeable future, question mark?
We'll see.
Yeah. Next, speaking of Two Kaiser, last week they talked about how TTFC was going to announce something besides Kamen Rider, and now we know what it is. It is a Two Kaiser and Gokaiger special.
Yeah, so you actually get to see Two Kaiser fight Marvelous. It's gonna be awesome.
And apparently the title of it is The June Bride is a Tanuki.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Oh, it's because Flint is announcing she's getting married.
Oh.
What does that have to do with Tanukis?
I think she's marrying Tanuki Topia's jeweler, Doatam. Yeah, Dotham? I don't know.
Okay. Interesting.
So yeah, that is premiering June 5th on the TTFC, so we'll probably see that sometime very soon.
Yeah, and it looks like they only got Marvelous, Ahim,
And Guy
back. So.
with his long, luscious hair.
Oh yeah. Rocks it.
But does he zox it? Oh god, that's what she's marrying?
Oh. Okay.
Why not?
If she's into it, sure.
Hey, whatever.
Exactly. How about we has a tie?
He definitely won't turn out to be evil. Dox the Zox. Alright, next we got the announcement of another Lightning Collection figure, and it's the Mighty Morphin White Ranger, quote-unquote metallic version.
Yep.
They're doing the shiny forms.
Doing the shiny forms.
He is a Tanuki. Yeah, he's not like a bear. I thought he was a bear, but no, he's a Tanuki.
Yeah, he's from Tanuki Topia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no information on price or release date yet, but as we can see here, we see what the box looks like. Comes with Saba, Tommy head, more hands, etc.
And the Zeo crystal, apparently.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, apparently it's the completed Zeo crystal, because each of the other metallic Power Ranger figures have a piece of the crystal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so of course Tommy, being Tommy, gets the fucking full one.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Alright. Next, this is obviously the biggest news story of the day, but we got the trademark for the next Kamen Rider.
Oh, we all need to say it at 3, 2, 1, right?
Sure.
Okay.
You do the countdown.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Kamen Rider Geats!
Sorry, I gotta do this in the Waz way. Gates.
Yeah.
Gates.
You know what? I showed Kevin, and he said, "Wasn't that the name of the secondary rider in Zeo?" And I'm just like,
everyone's
no,
making jokes about Gates.
I'm like, no, that's Gates.
Well, people are saying that it might be either Viking themed or werewolf themed. Those are very different.
It seems to be like mythological hero themed because people are saying how it relates to Beowulf and how that Geats was the name of Beowulf's clan.
Yeah. Is it like werewolf Beowulf joke? Is that the joke? I don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. When I first saw the name, I thought that maybe like it was an anagram for stage.
Rider stage.
You were gonna say an anagram for stage, and I was wondering where the K was.
It's at the start of the word, common.
Oh yes.
I don't know.
I'm actually gonna put it into anagram server and
Okay.
see what other things it could be an anagram for.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, it's an anagram for gates, for get us, and for stage.
No, but
Is get us a word?
It's a type of Japanese sandal.
Oh, gatas, yeah. Okay.
You're trying to tell me that that's different from Build. It isn't. Build's whole gimmick was he used one organic thing and one non-organic thing.
Yeah.
But it's still the same fucking concept. Damn it, Strive, man. That was simple. Just a vehicle rider.
But yeah, so it was mentioned how the Geats are sometimes called the Goths, and they were the progenitor of the modern Swedes. And I love how the second someone mentioned Goths, people in our chat launched into this whole fucking thing about how it was a Goth rider, and we had this whole back and forth about how if it's Goth, like, are his forms gonna be called phases? It's not a phase, Mom.
Okay, I don't know why, but I was browsing through Twitter and someone just posted a picture. It's just Vice's tail.
His tail?
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming he's working on a cosplay, but I just thought it was funny.
They pulled his tail off like a gecko.
And it's on the green screen, so you can literally put anything you want behind it.
Like putting it back on Vice.
Go nuts, guys. Go nuts.
It's pin the tail on the Vice.
Pin the tail on the Vice.
It is.
Pin the tail on the demon.
Also, apparently we got the leaked script for Morbius too.
Apparently, the weirdest thing about that is not the title, it's that it's apparently written by Dr. Seuss character Bartholomew Coven.
Is that who that is?
Yes, that was my first, let me...
Okay, so yeah, it's another big thing in the news this week is that Morbius, after being memed to death, is coming back to theaters. And I think the funniest shit ever to make this meme reach peak memehood is if absolutely no one goes to see it.
Wow, Bartholomew Covens. The 500 hats.
Quite a pedigree for the writer of the next MCU film. No! Get that Pickle Rick shit out of here.
Pickle Morbius.
Oh, apparently Jared Leto used it as his pseudonym for projects he directed in the years 2006 to 2014.
Okay.
I don't know. But I recognized it because I really liked that book when I was growing up.
So yeah, not a lot of information yet, but we have something to go on this time, whereas with Revice we had no fucking clue what it was.
You can't really tell from the name Revice much about it, but this one there are a few things it could be, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah, if it's gonna be based on like hero mythologies, it could be good, I think. We'll see. And last on our news docket for this week, I believe Emily should take over this one.
Okay. They actually Bandai actually officially announced the next Precure character, because if I said the next Precure, it would sound like I meant the show. Sorry.
It's okay.
Just trying to find the picture.
Just click the link that you sent me.
I know, that's what I'm looking for, but my brain is not seeing it. Where's the News Zone?
It's at the bottom of News Zone.
No, I'm trying to find News Zone and I can't. I see regulars, meme zone, gaming chat.
It's under community section.
Never mind. I'll find it somewhere else. I'm sorry.
All right, well, do you want to keep talking about the story?
Yeah, basically, they officially announced Cure Finale, the new Precure who was leaked quite a while back, from toy hacking, but they actually officially announced her. Here she is.
Oh, she's lovely.
Yep,
So
she is a
So
dessert.
if her name is Cure Finale, does that mean she's the last one?
No, it's in reference to dessert being the finale of a meal, I think.
Okay.
I like to start with my dessert, so that's irrelevant.
Yeah, but the big debate has been what color she is, even though if you look at all the stuff, it is clearly purple.
I do see some purple, yeah, but I can understand the debate because, like, she's basically every color.
She is.
How is Cure Yum Yum?
She's incredible. Every expression she makes is amazing.
Oh yeah, because I remember in the opening she just had these like fucking amazing faces.
Yeah, it is. Are you allowed to say Precure spoilers here?
Sure.
Skip ahead if you don't want spoilers.
Okay, it is in fact Amane, the actual true form of the Phantom Thief Gentlu.
Oh, you're right. That's her. That's right.
Yes, which means that she is actually the first Cure to turn from the enemy side to the hero side that is just a normal human. Every other one has been some kind of paranormal being or a robot. In one case.
Or a robot.
We don't actually know all that much about her yet, but I really love her outfit.
Cool.
Here's a group picture of all of them to see how they look together.
Nice.
And she does not have a fairy partner. Instead, she transforms using her necklace, and doesn't appear to have a Cure watch either. So I'm wondering exactly what the deal with that is. Yeah, people were saying too on Twitter that they think her hair should have been a different color, but I actually really like her hair.
She's basically all the colors at once, so yeah.
Well, also, I think it represents because like she used to be evil, right? So this is like her, like, you know, it's good. She's good now, so like her hair is so bright.
So because she's a Cure with like black hair in their civilian form.
Oh, so her hair changes when she transforms?
Every Precure's hair from the very beginning has changed when they transform.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, even Cure's black and white, their hair is a slightly different shade than it is when they're in civilian form. But yeah, I don't know, I really like her, and I think it's cool that there's now a dessert one to sort of match with the three representing various savory carbs. But I'm sad that she doesn't have a companion.
Maybe she'll get one later.
I don't know, maybe
she cooks one up like fighting Foodons.
Well, this is a picture cool. I never thought I'd see in my life.
Oh, God.
That's great, though. I don't know. Whatever happens, I'm just happy that things are looking up for her because they have not been good. She's been treated like a puppet and brainwashed and...
Sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's news mode. Shall we get into Revice?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, look at Tamaki in his weekend headband and gloves fighting for freedom.
It's not a headband, it's his tie he's supposed to be wearing.
But he's got it up around his head like he...
No, I know, because he's an idiot. But we love him. Yes, Decker, we already showed that.
We're not talking about Morbius anymore.
No, it's not Morbin time right now. That passed. Can I just say I'm getting really sick and fucking tired of Daiji's attitude right now?
Yeah, like he's like giving in to the like. Oh man, every time you see it in fiction, like where there's an evil that's so overpowering that at least one major character is like, no, we should just give in, and Daiji's doing that role, and it's making him real annoying.
It's not that he's given in. It's
Part of
just,
his
like
loyalty to
he's like his problem is that he's shutting himself off from everybody. He's trying to like handle this burden all on his own, and he thinks he knows the right way of taking care of it.
It's not just that. No, it's as we see from his conversation with Ikki midway through the episode, where he talks to him and says like, yeah, so in the name of peace, don't provoke GIF. So it's clear that Daiji's given in, and he's actually just like, yeah, it would just mean less harm overall if we just stop fighting. Because, like, he's seen a lot of shit, and he's taken a lot of damage lately, so it's understandable that he's been mentally beaten down in addition to the physical beating down he's experienced over the last consistent basis.
I'm scared he's gonna start bleeding again.
Yeah.
There's more bleeding for him.
I was like, I guess his neck healed up.
Yeah,
it turns out they're taking the devils they got from people and just releasing them into the world to wreak havoc.
Yeah, just to get the people scared. Which I guess I understand the tactic. But like, so
yeah,
Hideo comes back on the television. It's like, I survived because our glorious leader Gift granted me his regeneration power. He's so actually cool, you guys. We should just like chill. Sorry, what were you saying?
I said that's technically not a lie.
Right? Hideo basically comes on and says, you know what? Chill, guys. Gift's cool. We should totally let him rule the planet.
It makes the Kamen Riders look like the bad guys because they're provoking him.
Yeah, stop antagonizing the alien.
No.
And so then like Weekend hacks in and sends out a video message, but I think it sucks that like we didn't get to see it all because they like talk over it because it was pre-recorded.
Yeah.
But like,
hope it works.
But like blah blah blah, peace versus freedom. That's clearly the dichotomy that we're headed towards here. I like. So we see George visit Masumi's fake grave, and I'm like, wow, they really went far to cover up the fact that he was really alive.
Yeah, and then like I like he's just like, this would be so much easier if you
actually died.
I don't think that's true. Masumi's contributed quite a lot.
No, but like he like died supposedly when George was a kid, so like he abandoned him and he didn't have a father.
No, I know, and I think what he meant to say was like things would be easier for me, as in for George himself. He meant it on like a personal relation basis, as opposed to the situation overall would be better, because clearly that's not what.
No, that's what I meant. I meant to say like for him, it would be easier for him if he was dead.
I just feel like that wasn't communicated effectively.
Yeah.
We got the return of Buried Rex because they needed freezing abilities to get a Kami-So.
This is actually a really cool idea. I don't know of many other instances in Kamen Rider where they go, hey, you know what will be useful in this late game episode? The mid-season form.
It would have been really neat if they did that more often, honestly.
I just really liked seeing like the Vice form with proper.
Yeah, we get to see both Buried Rex suits together at last.
I just really like that form for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, actually, I love the aesthetic on it. The fucking like
the comic book fade.
Yeah.
Radiant.
And the like robotic jaws.
And the shield, I don't know why I like it.
I think we gotta give Daiji the award for most depressed-looking henshin I've ever seen.
Sad holy life.
No, like he literally just like puts the thing in the belt. He just grabs it. He just wings to fly. He's just henshin. He just like shoots it just so nonchalantly, and I was like, "You okay there, bud?"
If this were a side special, like a comedic side special, like the Hyper Battle video, you know they would have pitched it down where it's like wings to fly, wings to fly.
It was such a contrast between this and the Hyper Battle special, because the Hyper Battle special is all like happy, funny, and then this was just like we're like dark
sad,
and close to Endgame.
You know what I would have loved? I would have loved if, because like you know how you say he's working for like Hideki or whatever like that, right?
Hideo, yeah.
Oh, Hideo, sorry, my bad. I would have loved if he just decided like just use like be Evil instead.
We don't know if that's even possible, because like he can switch the belt to evil mode, but like
he's got the bat stamp.
Yeah, but like we don't like. I would love for them to actually try that to let us see if it's doable, but I don't think they ever will.
It is. I think it's just because that's what Kangaroo prefers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
mean,
think
Holy Live is amazing, but it does feel weird that his whole gimmick felt really short-lived.
I mean, they did explicitly say that like Live was exponentially more powerful than Evil, so it feels like there's no reason for them to go to a form that's supposedly weaker.
No, but it's like it's the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
It's like he's gone so low that like he can't even like use his most powerful form. He just needs to he's sunken so low he needs to use like the evil form. If
there was like an emotional component to the two-side driver, then maybe. But it's very manual.
We saw over demons again, and I'm like, please go away. We don't want you here.
I am still upset at how narratively insignificant Over Demons has been. There was such a big hype up about it, and it's just that, like, Hikaru using it has had no impact on the story. All he did was get them out of a battle one time, and ever since he's done nothing of significance. It was the least dramatic and like meaningful rider debut the show has ever had. And they have a lot of riders, so that's really bad.
And it's the worst looking suit in the show.
Well, I don't know about the worst, but it's pretty up there.
No, because like even demons have like seen so much that have come around to go, no, that's a cool suit. Like it's not my favorite, but it's a cool suit.
Sorry, Emily?
The bug shoulder.
But it looked better on Veil.
It did look
better.
Okay,
that might be true.
So like that, it's like the top of it's Veil, and then the rest of the suit's demons. And I'm like, you've been doing so well with every other fucking design, but then you have this form, and it's just like,
And like
but
they
cool.
do this.
Put the two ugly riders together. I don't give
they
a shit.
They do this bit where Over Demons and Aguilera are like, you want to see who can kill the most mooks? Okay. And then the next time we see them, yeah, I lost count. Yeah, me too. I'm like, great. That was fucking meaningful.
Way to go, you two.
I have a cool way to sort of, I don't know. I'm sorry.
And then George goes to visit Daddy George, and he like
takes his mask off, and apparently severely burned.
Did he like not know that he was burned? What did he think the mask was for?
Well, no. And then he's like, "You think you're the only one with like reversible scars?" And it's like, oh.
At least you can show your face in public.
Well, I like that. That like he showed him like his physical like scarring and like damage and stuff, and then George is like, yeah, well, I got fucking mental and emotional damage. So.
I'm burned on the inside. Emotional damage.
Oh, I love that quote.
Yeah.
So good.
And then of course
so they have
the plan to get Akemi and extract the gift cells so that they can power the Gifford Rex Vice Stamp. And man, does it not go well.
No, Hideo was just like,
Just sniped her and made it look to Daiji like they killed her.
Yeah, he like lasers her when no one's looking. And the really shitty part is, instead of using her dying words to tell Daiji that it wasn't Revice who killed her, she decides to wax poetic.
Yeah, but then Icky tried to explain, but Daiji was just so furious he just wouldn't listen. And
Icky
then, yeah.
wasn't trying hard enough to explain.
And so, of course, Daiji goes in to, like, fucking knock Iki out with a punch, and someone stops him, and, oh, it's Hiromi!
Okay, I'm gonna link this back to what I was just saying about overdemons being so insignificant. You know how when demons first showed up, they talked about how... I don't even know if this is true still, but how Hiromi becoming demons wasn't planned in the script, how it was an afterthought? That's exactly what Hikaru being over demons feels like. And now that we know Hiromi is coming back, I feel like this would have been the perfect chance to debut over demons with Hiromi coming back.
So weird. It's so weird that it happened the way it did. Like, is it gonna pass hands to him now?
I fucking hope it does. But like, this would have been... This whole episode could have been so much better. Could you imagine how cool it would have been if, like, this actual hatred from Daiji blossomed further and he was gonna actually kill Icky in a fit of rage, but then Hiromi shows up as over demons and stops the fight? That would have been so much more epic.
We just need George's ultimate rider, or like him as a rider, and we have 10 of them. We have 10
I
riders.
was thinking like George should have kept the power up, but I might be a bit biased because I think he should be a rider.
Well, at least he got a chance for a little bit. I still don't think there is a quote-unquote ultimate rider that isn't demons. Like, we know he's working on demons mass-produced version, and I think there was a spy shot of one of them. So we're gonna get like a Zek Trooper style mass-produced demons.
It's gonna be cool.
The Demons Troopers.
Ooh, yeah. See, I like when they do like mass-produced like rider moves.
The gamer.
The ride players.
Yeah, the ride players, Ryo Troopers, the Kurakage Troopers.
The Kamen Rider mages.
Like, I think the only thing we were missing were, like, if in Build they did some kind of mass-produced rider. That would have been awesome.
The funny thing is, that would have been a good series to do it, because the point of half the villains in the show wanted to militarize and mass-produce the rider system. So I think it would have been awesome if they managed to.
Like, imagine someone stole, like, the hazard trigger, and then they just mass-produced, like, an army of build hazards. Like,
oh, jeez.
And they would just look like solid black, like even the eyes, maybe.
I mean,
they'd be metal build.
You could kind of consider. I was gonna say you could pretty much consider metal build to be what that result would look like.
Yeah, just have them all fucking use tank bottles, because like tanks are tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zek Troopers. I loved the Zek Troopers, all of them.
Yeah, and there's the spy shot I talked about. It looks like the Demons Troopers are going to be primarily black, like the Zek Troopers.
The Zek Trooper suits.
Yep. Pretty much.
They look pretty close, actually.
Yo, they need to make a renewal SH figure arts of the Zek Trooper. That'd be sick.
If they use Ant Vice stamps, I'm fucking done.
Oh yes. Do it! I will buy that stamp.
I know you will.
Nice stamp.
Don't make me want to buy a Demon's Driver Revice. Come on. That's not fair. It's so expensive.
It's such a cool driver, though. I love the light bright screen.
I kind of want them to do a separate Demon's Driver, like the mass-produced one. Make it like all gray, like without the red veins in it. And if it has at least just as much functionality as the Demon's Driver, I'll fucking buy it.
Come the fuck on. Don't say that.
I know you'd want that.
Make it gray. I'm like, fuck you.
I'd buy it.
I would too.
We would all be Demon's Troopers.
Yo, Kaiba on her fucking crotch? Absolutely.
You had to make it weird.
Decide to up.
Deal. That's what we'll say to Toku Dave when he asks us if we want it.
I mean, he asked me if I wanted the Bang Bang Gashet, like tank Gashet set, and I was like, yeah, no, fuck it, absolutely. It's like gonna be like $50, so down.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, next week, Return of the King.
And also, it looks like Genta is going to sacrifice himself for them to get the gift cells they need.
Yeah.
Oh, are we losing Daddy?
We might lose Daddy.
That's bad.
Daddy.
But we're gonna get Gifford Rex.
Excuse me. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was drinking Coke Zero.
No, it's okay.
So yeah, exciting episode for the most part. Daiji's being a little bitch again, so hopefully that gets knocked out of him soon.
Yeah, like I had mad respect for where he was going, and then now he's falling, and I'm like, come on, Daiji, like get your shit together, man. Like Sakura is younger than you, and she has her shit together so much. So,
All right, take us in.
Donbrothers.
Holy shit, this episode was intense.
Yeah.
Apparently, they don't know who Inu Brother is, and suggest that he might actually be a dog, but a
Yeah,
talking dog.
Haruka's dumb.
Yeah.
Like I love her. She's super fun and awesome, but god damn it, she's dumb.
The villain or the monster of the episode was a Karen.
Yeah, who turns into the
Yeah.
Kyoryuger demon.
Yeah, because like
Those
just,
like shake weights on her head, like. Is that what those were?
I think they're supposed to be like charge cables because with Kyoryuger their gimmicks are batteries.
But like,
Yeah.
because like I didn't know what like Sentai the monster was based off, and then I just started hearing that song.
And they play the samba from the fucking Gallery Changer.
And I'm
or
like,
the
a fucking
Double Revolver.
chorus. Yeah, and I was like a fucking.
And she's
chorus.
got like samba designs all over her, and she shoots electricity everywhere. So I'm like, it's the Kyoryuger one. But yeah, so the episode starts with them trying to get to know each other, and like even a passing mention of, hey Master, we still haven't talked about you being Zenkaiser. Are we gonna deal with that? No? Okay, cool, thanks, bye.
Yeah, like I said, he's a program. He's not programmed to have an answer. He just is Zenkaiser.
No, he's the god from Zenkaiser, and he's just dodging the question, possibly even generating the bullshit situation of the week for them to deal with.
Yeah, exactly what Bones has said. He's the admin. He can't interfere.
He explains some of what's going on already.
Yeah. Like, as much as I want to believe he's the god, I like to think he's just a program for this world.
I don't know why.
And because Zenkaiger was the most recent Sentai, it's just obvious to make the admin the leader from the last one.
If it's not the god from Zenkaiger, I'll be disappointed.
Me too, but I will come to accept and understand why they chose not to.
This whole one was just Taro and Sonoi. Just
We'll get to the bromance, but first we have this scene where they're like they're like getting to know each other. And it's like, so yeah, we're wondering how we're doing. Could you like rate us and shit? Haruka, you lack focus. Kijino, you lack confidence. Blue, you're an asshole.
And then they ask him to try to lie again, and then he fucking dies.
No, they don't tell him to lie. They're like, we might do better if you compliment us. Nope, I'd rather die. That's genuinely insulting. Like, he can't think of one nice thing to say about any of them?
Not one genuine nice thing. Instead, he just dies.
That's like, that would genuinely scar someone.
That is bad.
Yeah.
On the other hand, he has this sort of like perfection. I mean, we find out what he is in this episode, sort of. He's the savior sent by the Dawn clan to destroy the world that the Cerebrians come from, which would apparently bring peace to humans and Cerebrians.
I was right! He is one of the Noto! He's from their world!
But that just gives me such bring balance to the force by destroying all one side of it vibes. Like,
okay,
I don't think that's what balance is.
Let's keep in mind that we're only hearing the bad guy's perspective. I'm sure there's another side to what actually happened.
That's a good point.
So yeah, it turns out that Momoi Taro is the last surviving member of the royal Dawn family, which means his family used to rule the dimension that the Noto came from, which is apparently called Ideon. And because the other Noto didn't like the idea of the Noto and humans coexisting, the Don family was all murdered except for Momoi Taro, who was dropped through that hole and sent into the quote-unquote humans world. I'm still sure this is not actually reality.
Yep.
So, holy shit, that's a lot of lore.
A lot of lore.
But I kind of liked how they just had it be them figuring it out so that it didn't seem completely conspicuous. They were just saying a whole bunch of lore.
Yeah. I like that we see a moment with Inuzuka who gets his haircut and then just misses Miho entering the same building. They're dangling that above our heads. We're gonna hopefully get that resolution in the next little bit.
Oh, it will. It'll be resolved. But yeah, so then we get to the real meat and potatoes where it's like fucking Taro and Sonoi, they have like massive respect and love for each other and stuff like that. And then they start.
Even says like meeting you has. Oh, sorry.
It's just like they say like, "Can I ask you one question?" And he's like, it's like completely out of fucking nowhere. He's just like, "You have an enemy you wish to destroy?" And he's like, "Yes." And he's like, "Yeah, I do too." And I'm like, "Oh, for fuck's sakes, you guys."
Honestly, as much as I was waiting for this whole resolution to happen, I think it was kind of rushed throughout the back half of this episode.
Agreed.
I agree. When all of that stuff happened all at once, all I could think was, wait, this is happening now, not in like 5 episodes from now.
I don't mean rush in terms of when in the series. I mean like the pacing within this episode. Like
Yeah, it was sort of weird.
They literally get their identities revealed and then one of them murders the other in the space of half of an episode. I feel like we should have taken much more time with this.
I fucking loved the big brain move where Sonoi just was like, "What's your weakness?"
I can't. That's fucking genius.
That's so smart.
So, you're my sworn enemy and you can't lie. So, how about you tell me how I kill you?
Well, after we use the Megazord mode, I'm weak for a few minutes.
I can't, and that
He
doesn't.
strikes him down and he dissolves.
And I can't believe that Momo doesn't then turn to the others and go, "So yeah, I might have spilled my one weakness to our deadliest enemy, so I'm gonna need you to run some support for me in that moment." No, he'd rather keep his pride intact and fucking die.
Yep.
I'm sure that he'll learn from this, or at least I hope he learns from this.
If he comes back, which he probably will.
Well, it was interesting that he'd sort of just dissolved away like that instead of being like.
He was sent to the recycle bin.
I was thinking more he was kicked out of the game.
He was logged out.
He has to respawn. Yeah.
You are banned for 48 hours for inappropriate behavior.
You were banned for saying the following words.
10-day ban.
I'm just remembering that video of that like old guy. You are banned from the Mickey Mouse Club for inappropriate behavior.
You are banned from Club Penguin.
Exactly.
Yo, Club Penguin.
I was thinking Club Penguin too because of the memes. I never played Club Penguin. I was a Toontown Online person.
But like, I love how Sonoi basically gave him the Sephiroth, just came down from the sky with a quick slash.
Also, apparently when they got like a message about Taro, they got it through like animals.
Yeah, like the Senate that the Noto work for or whatever, just like sent them a telegram by communicating through actual animals.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but yeah, also like Oni's sister, Kijino and all them, like they decide to like boycott helping Taro. So like when they get their Donbrothers suits, they're like, "Yeah, change denied."
I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah, it was that. If they had known that they could do that, it would have changed a lot of stuff that's happened so far.
Yeah, I thought they just had no choice. But
yeah, it very much seemed like they were just being forced to join the raid every time.
And then yeah, Inu Brothers the only one who shows up, and he's just like, "Wait, where the fuck's everyone else?
What's going on?"
And for the rest of the episode, he's just dodging constantly.
Yeah. And no one ever gives him context.
So yeah, Taro's dead.
For now.
Unfortunately.
He'll be back.
He'll be back again someday.
This show didn't have the balls to change out Oni's sister. You know Momo won't stay dead for long. I give it maybe 2 episodes.
I also love during the transformation, like Oni's sister's like, I'm a leg again? It's like, yes! You can only be a leg.
Did you expect to be something different this time? This isn't that kind of show.
No, I'm sorry. You're the leg, and you will always be the fucking leg. Like, he's like, you'll be my legs, you fools! You'll
Yeah,
be my arms,
because they dared to give him shit, he starts calling them fools instead of his allies or whatever. And they're like, could we go back to the first one, please?
So good.
Yeah. Taro's a complex character. I want to hate him, but it's not that simple. It's so weird.
Oh,
It's interesting how he changes between his transformation civilian as well.
That's what I was saying earlier. There's like some sort of Exade thing going on where he's got a different personality in the suit.
No, but like he's just giving me like he's kind of like on par with Marvelous. I'd say he's just like he's very like awesome complex character like in Unmorphed, and then when he's morphed, he's just like this badass fucking motherfucker who can't be stopped. Well,
the difference is Marvelous has some subtlety to his personality. He was like, yeah, I'm a space pirate, and fuck you if you don't like it. Whereas Momotaro is like, I'm the king of Japan! Bow, fuckers! You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. But no, like again, I'm just I just see these characters and like what Emily was saying, and honestly, like we got a good team here. Like we got a good vast array of people, and that's what I love. Like that, like it's like again, like Rhea Soldier, they're just all like bland and like they're from the same group, and it just was boring. And then like Kira Major came out with all these characters who are all from different places, and it was great. Like that's what I like. I like when each member of the Sentai is different.
I'll grant you that they're different and interesting, and that's been entertaining, but like I don't like any of them except Kijino. And I know that might be difficult to distinguish. I'm entertained by them, but the only one I actually like is Kijino.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah, I have something to enjoy from each of them.
But it's better to be entertained by a character and still not like them than to have them just be boring.
Yeah,
it's like a movie being so bad it's good.
Yeah, it's like Joffrey from Game of Thrones.
That's pretty much where I am with this show.
You love to fucking hate this man.
This show is such a bizarre fucking train wreck that I just can't help but watch it crash.
I don't know. I think it's actually good. But
I think this show's fucking brilliant. Honestly,
I will say I'm surprisingly compelled to keep watching.
That's good.
And that's really all I can admit. That's all it can get out of me.
But yeah, so next week we meet our sex stranger,
Momotani Jiro, who is Donbrothers and Toravolt.
This guy is gonna be a fucking bag of marbles. Oh man.
He's gonna be a bag of marbles? What does that mean?
Like I just mean like he's just gonna be like a mixed bag of marbles because like each marble's different.
You know what I think would be the funniest shit ever to do with him? Like, he shows up and he's completely normal and reasonable and likable and respectful, and that just confuses the shit out of everyone. It's like, you're a leader, aren't you supposed to be wacky and like declaring us your allies or fools or like fighting us so we get stronger? No, I just want to be a respectful team leader, you know? Let's do it, guys. And they're just like, they just don't know how to process it.
Yeah, I can imagine that, I think.
They're just so used to Taro's bullcrap that normalcy is an unheard of concept.
Oh, we're gonna get like a guy named Momoza? Huh.
Oh, I see. Maybe.
Yeah, Momoi, Sonoi, Momotani, Sononi, and then Momoza. Okay.
Could be.
Anyways,
maybe Momoza will be another member of the dead family who secretly survived.
Maybe.
That's what I was thinking, that he's part of the clan somehow too, but...
Could be. I mean, his ranger form name is Donbrothers in Torvald, so maybe he is also from the family.
Hell, if his main form is based off Dragon Ranger, maybe he's fucking Momo's brother.
Oh yeah, and we also haven't seen Don Murasame yet. The, like, rival ranger or something.
Yeah.
Maybe that's Momoza.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Anyways.
A lot of potential off on the horizon. We'll see.
Yeah. Anyways, do I hear wedding bells?
Back to Revice. This was so fucking funny.
Oh my gosh. So this happened.
Oh.
We needed this after everything being so dark.
The opening shot, we see Ikki marrying someone, and I'm like, okay, so this is clearly the fucking fake wedding to lure out the monster episode, but who is he marrying? They wouldn't dare have him fake marry his sister, would they?
No, it's weirder than that.
But who else is there? And I'm like racking my brain, running through the Rolodex of characters, and the last one I ever would have expected it to be is fucking Daiji. Oh my god! I can't believe he agreed to this!
I just find it really funny that instead of them playing the whole, like, you can't do that with your own sister, that's gross, Sakura was genuinely ticked off they didn't choose her to be the bride.
Yeah. I wanted to wear the wedding dress.
But, oh my god, and George in this episode was, like, maybe even the greatest he's
George
ever
was,
been
like,
in
weirdly into it. Like, he was pursuing it. Like, yes, I want the brothers to kiss.
Apparently he has 108 requirements for a wife, so...
I want to know what they all are!
what they are too.
My absolute favorite scene was when, like, Sakura was, like, imagining, like, marrying different people.
Oh my god.
And we just get... The best one was Hiromi's, because he just brings out, like, a ring in an engagement box, and he's just like, I will give my life to you.
I honestly think George's was my favorite. And then, of course, the last one is Vice in a dress with giant
Now,
lips.
Sakura's the groom, but wait, who's she marrying? Oh, it's Vice with giant fake lips! Kill it!
Also, I really like their description of what a wedding is. A ceremony where people become family. Like, that's not what I would expect someone to describe it as, but that is exactly what it is, and, like, makes perfect sense.
And, like, yes, it's factually true, but that's not the entire definition. So now we have Vice with the unfortunate situation of making all these declarations while not being fully conscious of what a wedding actually is.
No, see, I saw Vice with those giant fucking lips, and I just got immediate trauma and PTSD to when the Grumps played Bonk's Adventure, and they fucking saw that goddamn thing.
The fish with the giant lips! Oh my god, I forgot about that!
That's so creepy.
And then it can eat you and you go inside it! Ah!
Yeah.
Of course, the priest is George with a fake mustache.
Yes.
He has the mustache on.
George's final form, mustache genome.
But yeah, we also got this, like, he's showing Vice, like, all the different, like, genomes that he made, so, like, that's where we got to see, like, the giraffe form, the chicken form.
And, of course, the kangaroo form that they use later.
Yes, the debut of Revice Kangaroo genome.
I love Kangaroo genome. I love how it's how Vice literally is a plushie, but I don't think they made a plushie you could get of him in that form.
Did they not? No. That feels like an obvious thing they could sell.
He was like, puppy.
I'm with you, Lane. We were talking about this off recording, but I'm so sad we didn't get to see Giraffe.
Giraffe would have been so funny.
Just Vice with a floppy neck.
Maybe we will in another Hyper Battle video.
Vegas,
maybe.
Where do you find these things? I swear to God.
I don't know.
Dare I look and see what he posted?
Yeah. You're drunk as fuck, so you decide to knock out your friends with a deer you found.
What the heck is that?
No.
But yeah, so like after we get the reveal of Daiji being the bride for the fake wedding, then we get like some weird character development for Ikki. It turns out that like he has such a protective complex with Sakura that, like, he will not accept her actually getting married at all, period. I will only accept a man who can defeat me in battle. And I'm like, wow, really weird side of Ikki's personality to discover.
That I wish we could fucking see. We need we need a Vice Love Cove special where it's just Vice is that chicken form with hanging out with Love Cove.
Yeah, and
I would love to see that.
The giraffe is Grease, the chicken is Cross, and the dung beetle is Rogue. Oh my god. It just looks like it just looks like a pancake.
Vice even hits on Lovekov at the end, but he gets denied.
Which is really weird because Lovekov is a child, maybe teenager.
True, but I don't know how demon age stuff works. On the other hand, I also think, yeah, from what we know,
Vice is technically underage, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so hijinks ensues, they trip and accidentally do the kiss, and that causes Kangaroo to wake up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was so traumatizing. Kangaroo came out.
I love Hiromi just fucking takes his two-side driver, just bolts.
That was so funny. They play keep away with his driver.
Yeah, that's what it's called. I forgot what you. I mean,
the two-side driver.
Hiromi was my absolute favorite part of this whole fucking special.
I love that, like, he even bothered to, like, put, like, he made some of his hair look gray because he was playing one of their dad.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's detail.
Oh, Christ. And then, like, yeah, later, so then we get to see, like, the debut of, Kangaroo Gino.
Oh, but before that, Vice runs to get the stamp, and in the process, just Kabedons George.
Yes.
Oh, yeah!
Let me marry your daughter. What?
And George seems weirdly, like, I don't
Into
know,
it?
George
is a pretty open-minded dude, as we discover through this special.
Except he needs his wife to have 104 things right with them.
108,
Oh,
but yeah.
Ricker, I hope that's not
Yeah, 108. Maybe he's more lenient with guys.
That actually looks... Decker, that actually looks too good. I actually would believe that is the second evolution.
He evolves into Laham.
I love the Christmas Godzilla. I want to know what the 108 things are too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I said 104. I've already proven myself unworthy.
It's okay. So yeah, we get the debut of Kangaroo Genome, which is based off Build.
I'm so sorry, but I thought you were going to say Kangaroo Jack for a second there.
And it's probably the laziest remix ever. It just puts Baby Vice in the pocket.
But I love the gloves.
Oh yeah. You mean the gloves that are the gloves that are clearly taken from Knockout Fighter?
They had them, so they used
everything
them.
Everything about that suit is fucking awesome, though. I love it.
I'm just every time when I watch that, I just got flashbacks to O's Kangaroo.
See, Vegas, I don't like to believe. I'd like to believe that Pokemon couldn't catch COVID, so they wouldn't have to wear masks.
I don't know.
They can only catch Pokerus, and that's actually a good thing.
Yeah. So yeah, it turns out that the true Koala dead man was the tiny little baby, so Vice has to go into the literal pocket dimension to get it out.
And then it's like a puppet show where you can see the arm sticks.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, we're out of budget, let's just make it hilarious.
The koala dead man also was clinging to things like a koala does, which is kind of neat.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they defeat it.
At the end, we get like Daiji has like no memory about like what the fuck happened, and then George is like, "Oh, don't worry, I got the whole thing on fucking video." And Hiromi just like he's lying down on a bench, just like brings up, grabs the phone. He's like, "No!" Screams and just lies back down.
And then they trip again, and Hiromi kisses Daiji too. And it's like, great. In fact, George is cheering them on again.
Oh man, yeah. Especially this Hyper Battle Valley was fucking nuts. Was it better than the Saber one, Ichi?
Yeah. You know what? I'll say yes.
Okay.
The Saber one was just bizarre.
Hmm.
But yeah, I definitely laughed more at this one.
All right.
Yeah, this is why Daiji's emotionally scarred, and this is why he gives up against GIF, because he has no fight left in him.
Yeah, Daiji, just in the recent episode, Daiji's about to punch Icky. Icky just goes, kisses him, traumatizes him. What? No, I'm trying to think. There was a movie or something I saw where it was like, it's like, oh, if you just kiss them, it'll like traumatize the fuck out of them, and they won't know what's happening. I can't remember what movie that is.
I know.
Fuck, that's gonna bug me.
I don't know, but I have heard that before, like as a thing, like spies or assassins or something, where they're like, if you kiss someone, it completely incapacitates them because they don't expect it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, that's gonna bother me. I don't remember
It's
what
from
movie that's
something. I swear it's from a specific thing. You're right.
Yeah.
Post in the comments if you know what it is.
Please.
I don't know. Hashtag comments for Lane. Yeah. So yeah, that was really good. Enjoyed it. Very funny. And that is Castranger.
Woohoo.
Nice, good, short topic for once. After going through the trudgery of anime. Not that I didn't have fun.
No, that was very fun.
Yeah, so Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger. Our feature topic for next week will be the Kamen Rider Genmu special, Smart Brain and the 1000% Crisis.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We're going to talk about Arc Thouser and Genmu Muso.
Hell yeah, Arc Thouser.
Yeah. All right. Well, until then, thank you all for listening, watching, liking, sharing, favoriting, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, Discord, merch store, all of our cool stuff. And yeah, let us know what you thought about these episodes in the comments. Let us know what you're looking forward to. And we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Stay safe, everyone.
Yeah.